So what did you miss at Jubilee today? Well, you missed a fire drill because those are always fun. But more than that, you missed us welcoming 10 new members into the congregation, and to become a member. Well, just coming to Jubilee and being part of the community matters, and we're glad that you're here. But officially becoming a member is something of a statement that what happens at Jubilee is a good thing, and that you want to support that. And it's also making a commitment that you want to offer your gifts yourself to the community, acknowledging that we will change as you join us, and we accept those gifts, and we acknowledge that we're going to change. So there's a mutual recognition, but also commitment to be open to one another and to grow together. So it was exciting to have 10 new people join us today. And as they joined us, we gave them the Jubilee buttons that say God happens here, because we do believe that God happens here. Not as a subject to be learned about, but as an engagement. God happens here when we're together. And so in our being together, in our growing, in our accepting members, old and new, we recognize God in new ways. We also gave them a little angel, which seems sentimental, but angels are messengers of God. They carry the word, they carry the presence of God out into the world. And so by becoming members of Jubilee, 10 people today not only offer to be part of the community in here, but also offer to carry it outside, not keep it inside. Jubilee is not Las Vegas. What happens at Jubilee does not stay at Jubilee. The engagement with God, the love, the sense of community is meant to go forth. We come together on a Sunday to be inspired and to be transformed and recharged, and we gather during the week for a variety of things, again, to be charged and transformed, but also to be able to take it out into the world. So you missed that today. It was a perfect day to hear the gospel of the greatest commandment when Jesus was asked what the greatest commandment is, and I think many of us know the answer to that, but he answers beautifully to love the Lord your God with all of your heart and all of your mind and all of your soul. He then went on to talk about loving the neighbor as yourself, but we today just focused on what does it mean to love God with our hearts. What does it mean to love God with our minds? And what does it mean to love God with our soul? And I challenge people to really wonder how it is that they love God with all their heart. How would anybody know? We know what we do when we love a person with our hearts. We really love them. We do wonderful things for them, outrageous things or risky, vulnerable things. So the question is, when have we done that in the name of God? When have we loved God with our minds? I mean, truly asked questions and not been afraid of the tough ones, not shy away from them, but ask the hard questions of God, of ourselves, and of our community. And then we talked about what it is to love with our soul, which is our whole selves, our damaged selves, our strong selves, our worried selves, our wounded selves, our whole selves, to bring all of those and not be ashamed of them, but bring those to God in love. That's what it means. And wonderfully, we then came to the table to celebrate the meal that Jesus first invited us to, and the meal that for us reveals God and highlights our engagement with God, an engagement of hospitality and love and nourishment and food. And so we did that today, and we sang a lot. And then, like I said, we had a fire drill. So everybody got out, but everybody came back, and we committed to ourselves again and to the broader community. So I invite you this week, even though you weren't with us, to consider what does it mean to love God with your heart. Really love God with your heart and your mind. Don't shut it off. And your soul, your whole self. What does that mean? And as you discover it, I hope you'll be able to join us and tell us about it, because we want to hear. We need to hear. Just as you may miss us, trust me, we also miss you. and we're better when we're together. So until we see you again, God bless.